Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So today we start the questions based on differentiation. So write it. Prove that Prove that d by dx of x by 2 under root a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a is equal to under root a square minus x square is equal to under root a square minus x square. Means here you have to prove the result d by dx of x by 2 into under root a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a is equal to under root a square plus x square. That was asked in 2004. So here you take left side and yes, write the terms which are given x by 2 under root a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a. Okay, so here you see, here you have to applying product rule. Here you applying product rule and just you see one thing. Here you have x by 2 means 1 by 2 is there and 1 by 2 is also present there. So you can take 1 by 2 common. Here you take 1 by 2 common and applying product rule in remaining terms. So if you applying here product rule, so write first function x and differentiation of second. So that be in a form of root x. So that can be written as 1 upon 2 under root a square minus x square into, yes, that you have to differentiate again the terms which is in place of x. So here you have minus 2x. Here you have minus 2x, means the differentiation of a square is 0 and the differentiation of minus x square is minus 2x. Okay, so here you applying first function differentiation of second plus second function under root a square minus x square into differentiation of first. So the differentiation of x is 1. So here you applying in this way, plus a square by 2 is constant, so you write as it is, means that be a coefficient a square by 2, and that function is in a form of sine inverse x. So that be written as 1 upon under root 1 minus x square upon a square into d by dx of x by a, which is written as 1 by a. So a and mine a, that a is cancel out. A and A is cancel out, noted. Okay, so this 2 and 2 is also cancel out. Now you simplifying this term, so that be equal to 1 upon 2 into minus x square upon under root a square minus x square. A square minus x square, and here you have plus under root a square minus x square, and this term is a and a is here cancel. So you can write plus a square upon under root a square minus x square. Here you're taking LCM and simplifying, so you have like that, the terms like that. No, what you do, here you have to take LCM. So or you just simplifying these two terms. So if you are taking the LCM in between, that is first term and here last term, so that can be written as 1 upon 2 and your LCM part is a square minus x square. So that is equal to a square minus x square plus under root a square minus x square. A square minus x square, understand? And here you have 1 by 2, and if you cancel it, so you have a square minus x square plus under root a square minus x square, which is equal to 2 times of under root a square plus x square. So you write it 1 by 2 into 2 times of under root a square minus x square. So 2 and 2 is cancel out, and your final result is a square minus x square, which is your right side. Which is your right side. Note it. So in this way, you can prove your result. Okay. So Now all we here learned how to take the differentiation by using trigonometric substitution. Okay, so you're trying to solve such type of questions. Simply just I'm searching for that question which was asked in your board exam, and also that of NCRT, questions of NCRT. Okay, so right bete, likho. In such type of question, generally here you see that your function is in a form of inverse trigonometric function. In a form of inverse trigonometric function. Understand? And just you write differentiate. Yes, right. Differentiate differentiate y is equal to tan inverse 3x minus x cube whole divided by 1 minus 3x square. 1 minus 3x square. You have to differentiate the function. Understand? No. First of all, what you do when your function is inverse trigonometric function. So first you're trying to simplifying it in, reduce it in simplest form, and then you differentiate it. Otherwise, if you differentiate the function directly, no doubt your expression is so lengthy, and the problem becomes complex. So first you're trying to reduce it in simplest form. Understand? So here you have inverse of tan. So you have to take that substitution, means you have to take the value of x here in such a way that the complete quantity within the bracket is a function of tan. So that's why if you applying the property tan inverse tan x is equal to x, so that can be simplifying very easily. But you have to think about its range also, because when you are saying tan inverse tan x is equal to x, so that x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. You well know about all that concepts. Okay, in close open interval. Okay, so here you have three conditions are also given. So first you write it. You have to find the derivative of y is equal to this one in first of the cases. In first case here it is given x is greater than minus 1 by root 3 and less than 1 by root 3. Less than 1 by root 3. And in second case, here it is given x is greater than 1 by root 3, x is greater than 1 by root 3, and in third case, here it is given x is less than minus 1 by root 3. Means you have to find the derivative of function within the that here domain. Understand? Okay, so just you see for first point, so if you write here for first, so first here it is given in solution y is equal to tan inverse 3x minus x cube whole divided by minus 3x square. So here you put x is equal to tan theta. Yes, right. Let x is equal to tan theta, which implies theta is equal to tan inverse x. Theta is equal to tan inverse x, and just you putting that value in y, so you have y is equal to tan inverse 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta whole divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta, and is equal to tan inverse tan 3 theta. That is equal to tan inverse tan 3 theta, and that result is written as 3 theta when you are saying that 3 theta lying in the subset of open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So first of all you trying to check it, then you will have your answer. Understand? So that solution is the common part for all the three, that means section, means for first, second, and third. So yes, your working is start after that step. So just you think about just you think about your first step. So here what is given? Just you think. Here it is given x is greater than minus 1 by root 3 and less than 1 by root 3. That is in your first part. Yes, right. X is greater than minus 1 by root 3 and less than 1 by root 3. Now, putting the value of x, here you assume the value of x is equal to, that means tan theta. So you can write here tan theta is greater than minus 1 by root 3 and less than 1 by root 3. So if you applying here theta, so here you can write tan inverse minus 1 by root 3, which is equal to minus pi by 6. So you write here minus pi by 6, and here you have pi by 6. Okay, so in this way, the value of theta can be written as minus pi by 6 to pi by 6, and here you have 3 theta. So you multiplying by 3 to each of the term, so you have minus pi by 2, and here you have 3 theta, and that be written as pi by 2. Okay, so from these condition, here you see that yes, your 3 theta lying within the range of that. So you can write tan inverse tan 3 theta is equal to 3 theta due to that reason. Now, if you are putting the value of theta, so you have 3 times of tan inverse x. You have your result 3 times of tan inverse x. So here you have y is equal to 3 tan inverse x. Okay. Now you find the value of dy by dx. So the value of dy by dx is 3 upon 1 plus x square. Because the differentiation of tan inverse x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. So in this way, that is your answer. Okay. So I think everybody clear this concept. Means you have to
Yes, sir.
think. Yeah. हाँ बेटे, आपको ये जो values दिए रहते हैं ना x वाले, you have to mind that values also. So if you have here different values, so no doubt your results are changed. So you have to think about all that things. Yeah, note it. Okay, it be clear. So now come to second step. In second part, here it is given x is greater than pi by 3. X is greater than pi by 3. But here, that part is your common solution. Means for all the part, here you have a result y is equal to tan inverse tan 3 theta. Okay. So if you want to check it for its second part, okay. So right here. In second part, again you follow the step y is equal to tan inverse tan 3 theta. You write in this way, and here you have given x is greater than 1 by root 3. X is greater than 1 by root 3. So you can say that the value of tan theta is also greater than uh, uh, means here you're putting the value of tan theta, that means x. So the value of tan theta is greater than 1 by root 3. The value of tan theta is greater than 1 by 3. So what about theta? If you applying here theta, so you find that yes, theta is greater than pi by 6, but it be less than pi by 2. That be less than pi by 2, not beyond that. Otherwise it becomes negative. So here theta is greater than pi by 6 and less than pi by 2. Now if you applying here 3 theta, so what about 3 theta? So you have 3 theta is greater than pi by 2 and less than 3 pi by 2. The value of 3 theta is greater than uh, pi by 2 and less than 3 pi by 2. So what does it mean? This result shows that yes, your angle lying in second quadrant, and in second quadrant really tan is negative. Tan is negative. So what you write? Oh, sorry, not here tan theta. Just I correct it. Y is equal to tan inverse tan 3 theta is there. So if you uh, trying to move that angle, that complete quantity within the bracket in second quadrant, so first of all, you make it in second quadrant. So you can write tan pi minus 3 theta. You can write what? In second quadrant here, you can write, just here be congested. Yes, right. So here you have tan inverse tan pi minus 3 theta. You write in this way. And you know, tan pi minus 3 theta is minus tan theta. So you have to balance it because here you have positive value. So you write here negative. Means to balance the function, means sign of the function. Here you, that means write negative sign also. Understand? Now, this theta, minus theta is because you have an identity tan of minus x is equal to minus tan x. So that can be written as tan inverse tan. If you write here minus value, so you have 3 theta minus pi. You have 3 theta minus pi. So if you write in this way, uh, you can see that the value belongs to the means the interval wherever it is required. Means first you trying to check that whether its value 3 theta minus pi, uh, for this value your interval satisfying the condition of tan inverse tan x or not. Okay, so just you trying to check it after that step. So here you take again a rough work, because and that rough work is not you rough work, completely rough work, but you have to write it in side. So here you have 3 theta, so you have to subtract minus pi to each of one. So if you subtracting here minus pi, so here you have minus pi by 2, and here you have 3 theta minus pi, and if you subtracting here minus pi, so that becomes pi by 2. So this result show that 3 theta minus pi lying uh, in between the range of tan inverse tan x, because in here you have minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That's why that can be written as 3 theta minus pi. Now putting the value of theta, so you have 3 tan inverse x minus pi, and the value of dy by dx is again you have same value 3 upon 1 plus x square. But your solution is quite different, uh, but your answer is same. Yes, write it. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bete. Only, just listen, only its first part is your NCRT part, and second and third part is only for that means that topic, or that means for other purpose, for competition point of view. Understand? But your second part and third part is not in your NCRT. Means in NCRT only you have to think about the inverse trigonometric function for its principal branches only. Here, but here you see that you have to arrange its angle in such a way that it lying within its domain. Understand? So don't worry, you just it be for understanding point of view. Yes, Tushar, have you any problem?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, when we differentiating 3 tan inverse x, so the differentiation of tan inverse is 1 upon under root 1 plus x squared. Na?
Yeah, that's why here I write 1 upon
So
1 plus x square.
under root 1 plus x squared.
No, check it. नहीं बेटे गलत कर रहा है. Differentiation of
So,
tan, listen, the differentiation of tan inverse x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, make it correct if you write wrong here. Okay,
yes, sir.
now in third point, yes, write it in third point. Again you have the same value, y is equal to tan inverse tan 3 theta, y is equal to tan inverse tan theta. But here your condition is given x is less than minus 1 by root 3. So you have tan theta is less than minus 1 by root 3. So if you write here tan theta is less than minus 1 by root 3, so what about theta? You can say theta is less than minus pi by 6. Okay. So theta is less than pi by 6, minus pi by 6. So at what angle it be greater? So you can say that yes, that value of tan theta is greater than minus infinite. You can write in this way that be less than minus pi by 6 and greater than minus pi by 2. So this implies theta is greater than minus pi by 2 and less than minus pi by 6. And write about 3 theta. So 3 theta, so here you have minus 3 pi by 2 and here you have less than minus pi by 2. Yeah. In this way. Means here you have the value of 3 theta is greater than minus 3 pi by 2 and less than minus pi by 2. So what does it mean? If you think about the quadrants, it lying in third quadrant. It lying in third quadrant. And you know in third quadrant the value of tan becomes positive. So you write it as tan inverse tan pi plus 3 theta. Yes, right, in this way. Pi plus 3 theta. Now check that. If you write here pi plus 3 theta, now what is its value? Now what is its value? Or this value can be written as pi plus 3 theta. So that be written as pi plus 3 theta if that value lying in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 or its sub interval or its sub interval. So here you have to add pi on both sides. So if you are adding here pi, so you have pi by 2 and here you have pi plus 3 theta, and if you are adding here pi, you have pi by 2. So this shows that pi plus 3 theta lying in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So that be written as pi plus 3 theta, and putting the value of 3 theta, so 3 times of tan inverse x, and the value of dy by dx is equal to, again you have same value, 3 upon 1 plus x square. So here you see that in this question, here you have different values of x, means your x lying in different intervals. So if you follow that, the process to solving its values are different, but by chance its answer are same, but sometime it will differ also. So in this way you can adopt your that means solution. Okay. Now you write next question, which was also of NCERT. Yes, write it. And also one thing, I upload that means a video link, YouTube video link in your group of only just I check whether your recording is uploaded on YouTube or not. So just I trying to upload it and it be uploaded. The continuity topic is uploaded on video link, and the video link is also shared in your group. You open, go through this link and open it, subscribe the channels, and no doubt if I uploaded your that means previous topic on it, or the topic which we taught in current classes, or later means, after that all the classes is to be uploaded on YouTube, so you will trace it very easily. Okay, so please subscribe the channel. Okay, okay beta. Now you write next question. Y is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, and here it is given x is greater than 0 and less than 1. X is greater than 0, less than 1. So how you solve it? That be easy. You have to put x is equal to tan theta. So right, let x is equal to tan theta. So theta is equal to tan inverse x. Theta is equal to tan inverse x. Yes, put it there. So y is equal to cos inverse 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So anyone please told me what is that? This can,
4 minus
this can be written as what?
Cos 2 theta.
Cos 2 theta. So you write here cos 2 theta. And listen, cos inverse cos 2 theta can be written as 2 theta whenever 2 theta belongs to 0 to pi. You know all that things? Okay. So just you check it, whether it belongs to 0 to pi or not, or it means interval, sub interval. Okay, so if you putting here theta, so you have tan theta is greater than 0 and less than 1. So what about theta? So your theta is greater than 0 and here less than pi by 4. So here you see that the interval 0 to pi by 4 is the sub interval of 0 to pi. 0 to pi, you know, because you know this identity, since cos inverse cos x can be written as x if x belongs to 0 to pi. You know this property. So due to that property, you can say that, yes, sir. Yes. The interval 0 to pi by 4 is the sub interval of 0 to pi. So you can say that cos inverse cos 2 theta can be written as 2 theta. Now putting the value of theta here, so you have 2 tan inverse x. 2 tan inverse x. So dy by dx is equal to 2 upon 1 plus x square. 2 upon 1 plus x square. Note it. In the same way, just you write next question. Beta note कर लिया ये? Everyone noted?
yes.
Okay. Note next question. Here you have y is equal to sine inverse. Y is equal to sine inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. And yes, your interval is same. X greater than 0 and less than 1. X greater than 0 and less than 1. Okay. So again, here you substitute x is equal to tan theta. So theta is equal to tan inverse x. And here you have sine inverse this complete value. So you can write sine inverse cos 2 theta. Here you have sine inverse cos 2 theta. Value of y is equal to sine inverse cos 2 theta. Now, if you want to convert that in sine, so sine inverse, here you write sine pi by 2 minus 2 theta. And just listen, here actually here you have two results. sine inverse sine x is equal to x can be written as x if x belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. But listen, here you have two results. Either you write sine pi by 2 minus 2 theta, or you write sine pi by 2 plus 2 theta. But what is your value? You have to check that. You have to check that. Okay, is you can write this value or pi by 2 plus 2 theta. So how you identify that? If pi by 2 minus 2 theta lying in the interval of sine inverse sine, means in the that is range of sine, so that be correct. So in that case, it be correct. So just to check it here, see what is your real answer. Okay. So here you have x is greater than 0 and less than 1. That be given. So here you write tan theta is greater than 0, less than 1, or you have theta greater than 0, less than pi by 4. Now here you have 2 theta. Your result is here 2 theta. So you multiplying each of the term by 2. So here you have pi by 2. And here you have minus 2 theta. So if you write here minus 2 theta, the inequality is changed. So here you have in this way. So that result can be written as minus of 2 theta is greater than minus pi by 2 and less than 0. Now adding both side by pi by 2. So if you are adding here pi by 2, you have 0. Here you can write pi by 2 minus 2 theta, and here you have pi by 2. Here you have pi by 2. Yes, it shows that 0 to pi by 2 interval is the sub-interval of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So you can say that, yes, sine inverse sine pi by 2 minus 2 theta can be written as pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Pi by 2 minus 2 theta. But what happens? If you write it as pi by 2 plus 2 theta, just you check it from this step. So if you write here pi by 2 plus 2 theta, that be also equal to cos 2 theta. But if you write here pi by 2 plus 2 theta, so here you have pi by 2 and this becomes pi. So here you see that this crosses the range of sine inverse sine x, means crosses the range of sine inverse. So that is not, that be not written as x. Okay, so here you have pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Now putting its value, so pi by 2 minus 2 times of tan inverse x, and yes, taking its differentiation, so dy by dx is equal to minus 2 upon 1 plus x square. Minus 2 upon 1 plus x square is its derivative. So if you have any inverse trigonometric function, and first of all you convert it in reduced form, then in that case its differentiation is so easy. So here you learn from all these examples that first of all you're trying to reduce the function in its lowest form and then solve it. Getting all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so right, next question. Y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2x square minus 1. Y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2x square minus 1. 2x square minus 1. And here it is given x greater than 0 less than 1 by root 2. X greater than 0 less than 1 by root 2. X is greater than 0 less than 1 by root 2. So here what you substitute? X is equal to cos theta. Okay, substitute there. Let x is equal to cos theta. So theta is equal to cos inverse x. Now putting its value, so y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2 cos square theta minus 1 and is equal to sec inverse 1 upon cos 2 theta and is equal to sec inverse sec 2 theta. Sec inverse sec 2 theta, here you have your result. But what you know about sec inverse sec 2 theta? And here it is given x is greater than 0 and less than 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2. Understand? So, what do you know about sec theta? Means it be 0 to pi and pi by 2 is not taken. Means your interval is 0 to pi minus pi by 2 because at sec pi by 2 it is not defined. Okay. So if you have all that result, so just check it. Here, if you applying cos theta, so you have cos theta is greater than 0 and less than 1 by root 2. So if you want to find the value of theta, what is your result? So 0, the value of cos is 0 at pi by 2 and here 1 by root 2 is pi by 4. So you have theta is greater than pi by 4 and less than pi by 2. Less than pi by 2. So that is also the sub interval of sec. So that can be written as 2 theta or 2 times of cos inverse x. 2 times of cos inverse x and differentiate it. So dy by dx is equal to minus 2 upon under root 1 minus x square. So that is your result. Minus 2 upon under root 1 minus x square. Okay, note it.
Done, sir.
Okay. In the same way, your next question, the time is also very close. So, right, trying to complete it because that question is